Hi everyone, welcome to Discovering Natural. So today we are going to be talking about 10 ways that you can retain your hair growth. Okay, so people always want to know how to grow their hair fast, but let me tell you something, your hair is growing. The key thing is just knowing how to retain the growth that you get regularly. So that's why I'm doing this video for all you people chasing the unicorn, looking for that special magic oil to grow your hair. Number one, moisturizing. You have to moisturize your hair. You have to moisturize your hair, and why should you do that? Because if you don't moisturize your hair will be dry, and if your hair is dry, it's going to break, and if your hair breaks, well, you do not retain the length that you normally get, right? So that is the first thing you have to do. Now, the secret of growing long hair that a lot of people with long hair do is they do protective styling. So protective styling, putting your hair, like right now, I'm currently protective styling. I just put my hair into this, how many flat twists? Like six flat twists, and I'm gonna keep it for a week, and then I'll wash my hair. Before then, add my hair in 2 flat twists. The key goal of protective styling is you're not constantly in your hair all the time. You're not touching it, you're not manipulating it, but even while you're protective styling, you have to realize that you still have to moisturize your hair, spray your hair with some liquid, put your moisturizer and cream and stuff, massage your scalp after applying your oils if that is what you do. So make sure that you do that. Number 3, when you detangle your hair, be very, very gentle. Don't rush through the process. Now, one thing people have found out is by finger detangling, it actually reduces the amount of breakage that they get. So finger detangling the hair first, after you've added some kind of moisturizer, you can even spray it with just water, and then you just finger detangle your hair gently before you run a comb through it, because if you just run a comb through hair that is tangled up, it's going to break, and then we're back to breakage, and breakage equals shorter hair. You're not going to retain the hair. Next, if you're someone that you use heat all the time, what does that mean? Let me tell you something. Some people, if you say, oh, using heat all the time, some people don't understand what that means. Blow dry your hair, straightening your hair. If you do that constantly and you don't use a heat protectant, you don't do anything, you could encounter breakage, and we go back to the same. It's the same cycle. Breakage equals less retention, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So reduce the amount of heat you want. Look for heat freestyling. Like sometimes I'll use curl formers or wave formers to just stretch my hair. Sometimes I'll thread up my hair to stretch my hair. If the issue is that you want to stretch out your hair, you can use those methods. Next, trimming your hair. Now, I don't have a schedule when it comes to trimming my hair. I just trim when needed. So you want to be checking your ends regularly to see, does it need to be trimmed? If it doesn't need to be trimmed, then you just make sure that you are taking good care of it. You can extend the period that you trim your hair when you take care of your ends well. How do you take care of your ends? When you are applying moisturizer, apply more moisturizer to the end of the hair to keep it from tangling, from getting frill, from getting dry, so as to extend the amount of trims that you have to do. If your ends are split, then you have to trim them off, because what happens is this: when your ends are split, the split continues. It's like someone tearing a cloth. And if you tear the cloth one time, before you know it, the cloth will start tearing more. That is what it looks like when your ends are split. And what will happen eventually, it will frill out and it will break. And when it breaks, well, that is it. Next, you want to make sure that the products you are using are products that work well for your hair. Try not to use harsh products that dry out your hair, products that make your hair brittle, because that is not going to help with your hair length retention. Also, you want to avoid harsh products. Okay, Some of you color your hair, right? But when you color your hair, you might be coloring your hair with products that are quite harsh, products that are quite drying. If you want to color your hair and you want to use a box color, you have to be on top of a moisturizing game, on top of your deep conditioning game. You really have to be on top of it, on top of using your protein treatment to strengthen your hair. Because what happens is that when you are using color, using chemicals, using all that stuff, you are depleting the bonds in your hair. So take note of that. If you're wondering, the products that I'm showing, cleansing your hair and all those products that I keep on showing, I have put the products, you can find the products in my Amazon shop, or you can also find them on this page. Just look down below, you can find them, or you can ask me, where do you get those products, and I'll show you. But they're basically Shea Moisture. I use Shea Moisture. Yeah, so those are my main ones. Okay, so the next thing that you can do when it comes to retaining that growth that you get at night, check your hair before you go to bed. If your hair needs to be moisturized, moisturize it, right? And then when you're sleeping, if you sleep on a cotton pillowcase, just make sure you wear a bonnet, a silk, a satin bonnet, and that will work out fine for you. Also, I want to say, when you remember I talked about combing, be very gentle. Please be gentle when you comb. If you're going to comb, pre-detangle your hair before you comb out your hair. If you're going to comb your hair, moisturize your hair before you comb out your hair. So those are the key things that you have to do. And one thing I will also tell you is that if you're someone that you are struggling, you're like, I've tried all this, I don't know what to do, I'm struggling. Guess what? You can always contact me. As a certified hair coach, I can help you along your journey. And also you can feel free to watch other of my videos, and please subscribe, follow me. I go on Facebook, I do a live on Facebook, Discovering Natural, every day at 7 a.m. Central Time. So just check me out, Discovery Natural, and join our 889,000 friends there. So we'll talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.